vehicle emission standards will exceed costs by at least $850 billion. Can you tell us about some of the benefits for our communities?
Well, these rules will have substantial impact on improving air quality in communities, and that means they will have substantial impact on public health. We project that in one of the single years we analyzed, these proposals would reduce up to 1,700 premature deaths related to air pollution, and that's just in 1 year. We determined that there would be a substantial reduction in hospital visits, aggravated asthma attacks, non-fatal heart attacks, and all of the health costs in human terms and in financial terms that are associated with those impacts.
Well, thank you for bringing those up. Often when I go across the country, and certainly in my district, it's parents talking about their children, their health, the health impacts. So often overlooked is the amount of money we save in healthcare cost. And you can't put dollar figure on. When somebody is sick and in the hospital, you, as a parent, as a loved one, you say to yourself, I don't care what it would cost to make my loved one better. So thank you. As you noted in your testimony, EPA's notice of proposed rulemaking offered different options that EPA could take for a final rule. I want to just urge the EPA to choose the most ambitious option that will result in the greatest number of zero emissions vehicles sales over the life of the rule that will maximize the benefits that you just outlined. Mr. Goffman, EPA has proposed a rule to strengthen our national air quality standards for particulate matter, a toxic pollutant estimated to cause tens of thousands of excess deaths each year. Public health groups argue the proposed standard should be stronger and follow the recommendations of EPA's own Clean Air Scientific Advisory Committee, and many Democrats agree. This spring, 85 members of Congress, led by myself and Representative Blunt Rochester, wrote the EPA requesting a final rule that follows the recommendation of your advisory committee. Will EPA finalize a rule that follows the recommendations of its Clean Air Scientific Advisory Committee?
Thank you for that question. We are right now in the process of deliberating on the record that we got back from the proposal that we issued at the end of last year. And we're certainly we're putting a lot of weight on what the Clean Air Act Science Advisory Committee, as well as other experts who submitted comments, as we're putting great weight on all of that as we finalize our decision.
Well, thank you. I urge, again, EPA to set stronger particulate matter standards that protect our communities. It would make sense, given the positive steps EPA is taking to reduce particulate matter from cars, trucks, and power plants.